Try not to go mental and use it all.
Get out of here!
When you get your wage budget in at the start, try not to go mental and use it all in the non-leagues. Get your players in that you need. Cool. Then, if you can leave yourself some wage budget at the end, that's going to be a cool little secret weapon. So if you see up here, my wage budget for the season was 17,000. 17 and a bit with a £5 transfer budget. Now I've left myself quite a bit. I've left myself 7,000 a week wage budget. So what that means is a lot of players, when you go in the free transfer market, will turn you down and say, nah, I want a bigger club, you can't offer me a finance package, whatever. When you get a little way through the season and they haven't got a club and they get a little bit more desperate, then hallelujah, they suddenly appear on your shortlist interested in a transfer. Then you can go shopping with your remaining wage budget. Get yourself a player that previously in the summer was kind of out of your reach. That's a nice little tip. I can't wait to see who we're going to get. We're going to get someone cool, I reckon, probably around October, November time. Alright everyone, I was kind of looking back at the series Earthquake so far and I realised I was probably spent more time doing tips and tricks and tactics and stuff than talking about the actual save. So I thought I'd do a quick, super quick episode about the actual save, where we're at. In the last episode I showed that we got promoted, so we're in the Van National now. We're in pre-season and we had loads of work to do, didn't we? We had loads of work to do because the players coming and going in non-league football is bloody insane. On another note, this is where the people are predicting we finish. People, by people I mean media, so they're not really people, are they? So media prediction for this season is 19th in the Vanarama National. So I love that, I love that. It just means we've got something to prove wrong. We can prove them wrong, and we're going to prove them wrong. Anyone who's done a non-league save knows about the perils of the off-season and the amount of players that leave you, man. It's unbelievable. You can see to the side there the amount of players that I either lost willingly or lost out of contract that I didn't want to lose. And a couple of notable names in there. The biggest one is without doubt Luke Charman. He still hasn't found another club, so what's he playing at? He just would not sign a new contract. Last season he scored 25 goals in 42 games. He would have been my main man this year. Walked out, wouldn't sign a contract. Luke's gone. All the rest, I don't actually mind. They're all going to be squad players at best, so they've gone. We have replaced them. I absolutely love off-season in non-league sometimes because, yes, you get a lot of players out and it can be a bit... but then you think, right, my wage budget's free. What am I going to get in to replace them? And replace them we have. So we've made some cool moves in the transfer market. Obviously, Luke, my 25-goal striker, went, so we had to replace him. And we replaced him with, and I still can't believe we got this transfer done, Jordan Bowery. Fans of low league football will have heard of him. He's came in from Mansfield on loan, and he's a right player. 30 years old, so I've got a bit of experience, but look at his stats there. This is National League, remember. He's got acceleration, he's got pace, he's got decent jumping reach, good heading, teamwork, work rate. I'm happy, I'm well happy. And if you look at his history, he scored goals pretty recently in League 2. So that is a decent little signing. Got him for the season. And the best bit about that is he's going to be linked up with last season's surprise signing. Montel Gibson re-signs for another season. Now he's out of contract at the end of this season as well with Grimsby, so I'll be back on his case. Now a little insight into how our season's gone so far is also there. 3 games for Montel so far, 4 goals, 5 assists. Lots of other signings there, predominantly youngsters, but talented ones that have been released by various clubs. There's a couple of notable ones that are going to make a big difference for us. John Stead, remember him? 38 years old now, but he's still got some cracking stats. He's going to be an impact player. He's also brought in on my staff. Let me move my fat head. There we go, look at these stats. Jumping reach, fitness, balance, mentals are all fantastic, so he's going to help nurture all the young uns. Nice little cheeky signing. You've got to have one like that. Always had a problem down the left last season, couldn't get it to work. Signing this guy, Harvey Gilmore, from Stockport, also coincides with a slight tweak in the tactic. Slight a role change, not a tweak in tactic, more of a role change, and so far it's worked really well. But as you can see from his stats there, this lad's, he's not a National League player, he's a League 1 or League 2 player, and somehow we've managed to pick him up. His wages are quite high, $875 a week. 22 years old though, so I thought it was worth the risk. Big clubs are going to be sniffing around him, no doubt, no doubt. Right, speaking of this season, here's the recap. There's a lot of green there, a lot of friendlies, but look at the first 3 games of the season. We've won all 3. And there's a couple of booming victories which we'll get to. It started really well in the National League. The tactic seems to be continuing to work. Simple, basic 4-4-2 with some funky little twists. It's doing the biz. Here we go with our first game away to Bromley. It was 5-zip, nice ball over the top. Gibson with a cheeky little finish. He's going to be a big time player, is Gibson. Next goal, Bowery to McGee, to Gibson, through to Bowery. Look at how them two are linking up. This is exciting. They're looking nice together, them two. This is a cheeky little goal as well. Big heave up front. Gilmore picks it up. Oh, that's my new man on the left. Watch out for him. Next goal, McGee, still at the club, getting chased, but still got him. Here's Jake Kenyon, into Bowery. Slick finish. Strikers firing already. Final goal, second half, so still going. Bowery, first time to Gibson. I love the way those two are linking up. They are my York and Cole of the National League. Anyway, back to today. What are we doing today? Well, we are currently on a 20-game unbeaten home streak, which is kind of cool, stretching back to last season. But for today, we're going to be playing Southend away. Now, that's a huge game in the National League at this stage, because as you can see, top 2 is Darlow, unbelievably, and Southend. The only 2 teams with a 100% record. So let's go old school. Let's do a let's play game as part of the series. Alright, and we are underway. Top of the table, let's do it. First attack, it's a throw in from Kenyon, doesn't come to anything. Here's Hatfield, literally can ping them from anywhere. McGee has a little look. Here's Jake Kenyon again, back to Hatfield. He's trying to find a space, can't find it. Gilmore, the winger, back to McGee. It's a nice little move. Gilmore clips it in. Decent start, decent start. Back on the attack straight away. Jackson, Gibson hits. Oh! Now this is interesting because it's the first time this formation I've been playing has come up against a 4-1-2-2-1. Working well so far, as you can see from the stats. Counter attack from Southend after attack by us. Kenyon wins it back. Well done, my lad. Little clip to Bowery. Nice little flick to Gibson. He's got past him. He shoots. He puts it in. Get in. Bowery and Gibson yet again. York and Cole revisited. Get on, boys. Won it back here, which I'm delighted with because I thought it was going to be a counter to Southend. Little clip. Old school target man Bowery. Gibson gets past him and absolutely drills it in. Get up. McGee takes. Broughton's up, tipped over by Oxley. We have started this game superbly well, considering these are one of the promotion favourites that got relegated. McGee got relegated from League 2 and we're giving them the runaround. Closing in on half time, 42 minutes gone. One-way traffic so far, but it's tight. Here's Liddell, Nathaniel George. Don't give it away before half time, boys. Hits it wide. This is good stuff. I'm really happy with the way this is going. Half time. Stats in the corner there. Really nice. XG's kind of low, but I'm not too arsed about that because we're winning and we're comfortable. Second half underway. Same again, and I'll be delighted. If we can get 4 out of 4, what a start it's going to be. I said at the start about shoring it up with Big Milan Butterfield. Well, McGee's not performing that well, so if it carries on like this, I'm probably going to bring him on at about the 65-minute mark just to tighten things up in the centre. Corner for the boys is McGee. We work on our corners. He crosses, can't quite make it. It's going to come out to Will Hatfield. This is where we restart and rebuild. Hatfield, no one's coming near him. He finds Jackson. Gibson hits, blocked again. Counter attack. Oh, that's what you call a clever foul. There's a Fernandinho foul from Alex Story. Second one for the team. Straight back into another highlight. Southend trying, toiling away to get through. They haven't been in our box yet until now. Big save from young McIntyre. Okay, we've made the change. Big Milan Butterfield is on. Make it a bit tighter in midfield. Free kick to Southend. Story with a huge headed clearance. Defence from last season remains majority intact and they've been fantastic. Only conceded 2 this season so far. In it goes again. Shizmanga can't get it. This is good. Young keeper McIntyre in goal. Distribution is okay. That was a beautiful ping to Gibson. Gibson to Bowery. Bowery hits just wide. Right, corner ball. Can we finish this game off? Gilmore whips in with his left foot. Dieng clears. Davidson, no relation, picks it up. Signed from Everton youth team on a free transfer. Story with a little clip forward. Bowery gets through Gilmore. Gibson hits. Big Montel slaps it in. Second of the game. Sick for the season. That should be enough. This great start to the season looks like carrying on. Davidson there, just brought him on as an inverted wing back. Little clip to Bowery. Gilmore with a little nudge. Gibson, instinctive finish. His goal scoring record is ridiculous. Ooh, we're so happy with this. This is good. Let's not concede though. Shismanga comes through. There's the big block from Big Milan. Exactly why we brought him on. This has been really good. We've allowed one clear-cut chance that McIntyre saved, but other than that, rock solid. Broughton, little clip forward, looking for Gibson again, not this time. Don't want to concede with 7 minutes left. Shismanga goes through. Story again. Classic defending, like Beavers. 4 minutes of injury time. If we can see this through, this attack, we should be okay. We've dropped the defensive line slightly back than we normally would. Hatfield back to Story with a long ball forward, no joy. Didn't like that, Story lad. We keep it on the deck at this club. Goes out wide to Howard, danger coming. Big header from Davidson. And wide. Sounds a bit weird commentating on my own name. Bit of pressure from Southend, but we're back onto it now. Here's Bowery. Can he find his strike partner? He has a look. He's looking for him. Here's Gibson. He hits. Oh, went for a Van Basten. 2.5 minutes left. This has been probably the most action that has gone on in this second half. Right at the end, here's Gibson to Bowery. Poor ball from Bowery this time. Southend trying to get one back at the death here. That's a tackle from Sousa. That's a work rate we want. Davison back to Sousa, just off the bench. Plays it forward, no joy this time. Davison, here's Sousa again. Talented. Nice little nick to Gibson. Looks for his strike partner. Finds his strike partner. They've done it again. They've done it again, them two. This is outrageous. The assists and goals coming from them two boys up front. If you're a non-league player and you're looking for some players, I can't recommend these two enough. Gibson down the right, whips it in for his strike partner. Bowery, lovely little finish. And that's it, it's all over. Absolutely fantastic performance from my lads. Delighted with that. Look at the amount of chances we created. 11 on target, 15 shots in all, 7 corners. Superb against one of the bigger teams in the league. Well look, that's where we're going to leave it today. 4 games out of 4 we've won. We're top of the National League, which is ridiculous. I would have took a playoff position at the start of the season if you offered me it straight away, but now we dare to dream, We'll leave it a bit there, but the takeaway from this episode is remember that little snippet about the free agents and have a little look at them players in that tactic, because if you're down in the non-leagues and you're playing a similar system, there's some players there we picked up who are really doing the business and not going to cost you a penny. Why not? See you next time.